Alright guys, before we jump into the video, I just kind of wanted to break down and explain the gear I was using and how I was using it. So I was using a basic rod setup. I was using a noodle and an ultralight with a spring bobber. They're both clamp spooler leads. This is the 30-inch noodle. This is the 27 ultralight with an ultralight spring bobber. Both got the spooler leads, spooled up with 3-pound frost fluorocarbon. And those are the rods I use every day, my 1-2 punch. And on the noodle, that's what I throw my pinheads, my spoons on. And the number one pinhead was that Wonder Bread in that 1/32 ounce. That's just what they wanted. But I was also able to pick some fish off on that 16th ounce Purple Shadow. That's the Crappie Chronicles Storm Brother exclusive. Then on the 27 Ultralight, the number one plastic combo was just that red dot black 32nd ounce XL confetti drop with a black soldier fly. And another plastic combo was a black and chartreuse drop kick with a plum apple soldier fly. And if I really had to get finesse, a red and white half ant with a couple wigglers was kind of my super finessey approach that caught some fish. But yeah, super basic rod setup, spoons, backing up with plastics, and that's how I was catching my fish. Let's go to where I was catching them, and then let's jump into the video and catch some fish. Guys, I just realized I forgot to include the cadence I was fishing those baits on. Basically, for both the pinhead and the plastics, I was just kind of floating it, let the bait load up that spring bobber, that noodle tip, and just kind of barely hopping it. And your rod's almost just doing all the action for you. And if a fish comes up to it, I would normally just keep the same cadence, just waving it. But sometimes I pounded the spoon, sometimes I just kind of let the plastic sit still. So playing with the cadence is definitely key, but for the most part, just that floating, bouncing cadence is what worked for me. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to kind of break down where I was catching fish these last couple days. So basically, this is just a basic inside turn, as you can see, and it kind of goes out into a flat. And I just drilled out this flat, drilled out this inside turn, and I fished all 3 of these marks before and have caught crappies at all those marks. But the 2 main ones were these red ones. For some reason, they just produced more, and they were better these last couple days. And like, this was in 19 feet of water. This was in 20. It gets a little deeper over here. It gets a little shallower over here. But pretty much just drilling out this flat was super key. And these marks were actually pretty far apart. And I'd kind of fish one, like I had a little gridded area over here where I was catching fish. I'd hole hop it, catch some fish. Then I'd drive the ATV over to the other mark, fish my little gridded area, and then drive back. So I was covering a lot of water, but also picking apart these areas at the same time. And I have no idea why these marks produced more than others or why they were there. I don't know if it was hard bottom or there was some grass or whatever. But that's just where the fish were holding and where they were roaming through. Alright guys, so I've been fishing for probably about a half an hour. I finally found some crappies. A school of them came in. They wouldn't eat the pinhead. I dropped down a half ant with a couple little wigglers and popped this 11-incher. The rest of the school scattered when I caught them, but finally found some nice crappies. So let's go catch some more. Am I on? I'm on. It's a perch. It's a perch. Joyous, joyous, joyous. Enjoy it. I'm so happy right now. I can't even tell you guys how happy I am, because I'm that happy that my fingers are completely gone. I'm catching perch. Everything's broken or frozen. That one feels better. Maybe not a crappie. Oh, it is a crappie. Okay. I can settle down now. Not a keeper. It's cold, so I'm going to let him go quick. But probably an 8-inch crappie going back. Oh, there he goes. He went back. He shot up for it. Okay. We're on the right species now. Guys, we are set up in the house now. It got really cold, and my fingers and my toes just couldn't take it outside anymore. So I set the house up, dropped down that Purple Shadow pinhead, caught a nice little 9-inch eater. But yeah, I don't know what all I've showed you guys. I'm sorry, it was so cold. My tripod broke, so I've been trying to film, but also trying to still catch fish, and it's a gong show. There we go. Does not feel big, and that's because it's a perch. Well, little perch, that purple shadow pinhead. Feels better-ish. That's because it is a crappie. Not a keeper. But we did catch him. That is a 1/16 of an ounce black and chartreuse drop kick with a plum apple soldier fly. That's literally just shut the camera off. Then little one decided to come in and finally eat. Purple shadow pinhead putting in some work tonight. Please eat it again. Please eat it again. Please eat it again. Please eat it again. Yes. He ate it again. He feels a little better too. He's caught on the ice. Oh, he might just be that wrapped. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. A little bit better, a little bit better. Probably 9-10 inches. He's thick though. He's a brick, so we'll keep him. All right, guys, this is day 2. It is like 3:30 in the afternoon. I've kind of been fishing since about 1. I've caught one other little crappie, and they've been finicky, and I've been playing with baits, and finally I get on a school, and bam, smack another 11, 12 inch. Oh, beauty. So he's going in the fryer, and we're gonna try to catch some more. Next drop, this one's bigger. This is probably a 12 or a 13er. I'm using that Wonder Bread 30-second pinhead. They will not eat anything else. There's still a school down there. Drop down, boom. Oh, am I on him? This one's little. Well, all good things must come to an end. Oh yeah, there we go. This one doesn't feel as big, but it feels like a crappie still, so that's good. Another eater, probably. Oh, maybe we'll let him go. I don't know. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? We'll keep him. We'll keep him. He's like right on the cusp of this, the size I keep, but it is cold today. Like, all right, guys, my line got wrapped around my reel, and I just hand lined in this nice little bluegill, probably 7 inches. But that little 30-second ounce Wonder Bread pinhead is kind of the deal right now. But yeah, for some reason my line froze and got wrapped around my reel, and it wouldn't reel, so had to hand line them. But bluegill going back. Literally just pulled up to this hole, didn't even have time to set the camera up because I was marking, and I just dropped down that 30-second ounce Wonder Bread pinhead, popped another 10 incher. So now I'll set the camera up. Let's get fishing. Little crappie, 30-second ounce Wonder Bread pinhead again. Little guy. All right. Another little baby crappie on that kind of red polka dot confetti drop with a black soldier fly. Little crappie, probably around that 8-inch mark. Let him go.